got to announce an executive session for a legal matter. Public comment, anybody got public comment? Perfect. All right, meeting minutes, Bill, approval. Did you have a chance to read over the meeting minutes for August?
Yes, I did.
Okay. You're good? All right, make a motion to approve the August 13, 2025 meeting minutes.
I second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We'll add a note that we got an email from Lisa Fisher. She did review this and also approved the minutes.
Who's on the report? Well, it's treasurer, right?
Yeah, it's treasurer.
Aaron.
All right, next up we have the treasurer's report. This is the treasurer's report for August. I know it's a bit late in the month to talk about August, but as of August, the revenues and expenditures are on track to meet our budget items. We're slightly ahead of schedule on revenues, which is typical this time of year as property taxes have mostly been paid at this point, and we see that taper down towards the end of the year. We continue to watch our expenditures very tightly. For our bills list this month, we have a little bit longer of a bills list because of the meeting date. We have squeezed a little bit of extra payments in for this meeting. We expect to see that reflected in next month's meeting where the expenditures will be a little bit less than normal. So the total for the bills list this month is $153,875.72. Two major expenses I want to bring your attention to on this bills list is we are paying the pass-through tax for the firehouse that we get from the state for the foreign fighter relief tax. And then we also have our quarterly renewals on our insurance policies as well.
I'd like to make a motion to pay the bills list for September 2025 in the amount of $153,875.72. Do I have a second?
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Emergency Service State Police Report. What?
Put the link up.
Close to you.
Oh. In the month of August, there were 32 calls for service. Most of the calls were alarms, welfare checks, followed by traffic accidents, and 6 911 hang-ups. Plymouth Ambulance, do we have everybody here for now?
Nah.
Yeah, right.
That one, buddy?
Plymouth Ambulance had 37 calls for service in August for Upper Frederick, with 18 of the calls being for Frederick Living. Fire company, anybody here? Upper Frederick.
Oh, wait.
Oh, we got something.
Up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good right here. Just
Up
talk
there.
about it. We got you. This mic is on too, if you want to use it.
Didn't know Cliff Doug was going to be here, so. Jeff Stein, Deputy Chief up at Frederick Fire Company. Please bear with me on this one. We had total call volume 14 for the month of August, and we're at 125 total for the year to date. Total volunteer hours last month, our people did 876.25, which brings us up to, it's saying year to date, 1,278.50. Just to point out, this is also on top of all our call volume as well. I don't know if anybody knows that the numbers are in addition to. Last month, we had a company in giving us a ricochet gear demonstration with the driver training and keeping training, vehicle rescue and tanker drafting. We attended the Goshenhoppen Folk Festival for a total of 3 days, and we also helped out at the Philadelphia Folk Festival. As of right now, that's about it for us.
Thank you.
Good.
No, no. You're from Marshall. Go ahead, sorry.
You fire marshal there, Mr. Nick.
All right.
Good evening. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Nate Donato. I'm the Upper Frederick Township Fire Marshal and Emergency Management Coordinator. Some highlights for the monthly report. Responded to one incident and began preparing for state onboarding of new emergency reporting software. And also began preparing and ordering materials for Fire Prevention Month, as well as continued preparations for the upcoming Limerick Generating Station drill coming up in November. Thank you very much.
All right, before you go, Nate, we did manage to recommend you for EMC, Emergency Manager Coordinator, a couple months ago, and we do have a letter from the governor here tonight that does confirm that you are the Emergency Management Coordinator of Upper Frederick. So congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, for Board for Brook Crossing and Ivy Ridge, those plants continue to operate at norm. We continue to do routine maintenance. We recently just replenished our orders on chemicals needed to run those plants, but everything in the last month has run smoothly at both of those plants. Public Works, you will see them out there on the road. You've seen a couple messages on Facebook. They are finishing up their last road mowing of the year, and they are starting to do work on pothole repairs to try to get the roads in shape for winter. Next up, we have Norm with the engineering report.
Okay, LTL's updated the engineer report for the month of September, distributed to the township personnel. I can answer any questions. Really, the only couple of items worth note is the 3-dog land development project along Route 73 is continuing on. Really, still some grading, pipe work going in, things like that. And then lastly, we expect next week to start with some work out on Woodchuck Lane. Actually, recommend. So.
Thank you. No, I don't see our code enforcement officer. He's been busy doing his work as normal. He's getting into the fall season here, so we're starting to see a little uptick in permit applications, and we're handling those as best as possible. Do I have anyone here from the Planning Commission that would like to give an update, or would you guys like me to? Bob?
Bob Marriott, Chair of the Planning Commission. For the month of August, we did a township line reverse subdivision from a 3 3/4 acre lot back to a single lot. We reviewed and clarified the zone-oriented language for agricultural accessory use, and we discussed application of conditional use and special exception appeals. We also, on the old business side, had a discussion of possible amendments of the current solar ordinance, elder cottage discussion, and continued discussion on use regulations. And while I'm at it, I might as well do the Central Perk Valley Regional Planning Commission side, which was last Monday night. So continue talking about the comprehensive plan from Montgomery County. They hope to have it finalized by the beginning of next year. Talked about future land use, what we were looking to do as boroughs and townships. We also updated on the Perk Valley Regional, what they're doing for the flood areas, which is going to be a long, drawn-out study till they actually can do something. And last but not least, we discussed the artisan land development that's taking place down on Centennial and Smith Road in Schwenksville. And that's about it.
Thank you, Bob. Do I have anyone here from the Parks Committee that would like to give an update? Kate, see you.
So the Parks and Rec Board has been working on Community Day, which is October 4th. And we have over 15 vendors for the Makers Market, Farmers Market, And new this year, we are doing the bake-off. We encourage people to enter their best dessert bar. There are flyers over on the side. You can also find information on the township website and Facebook page. Also, we will have activities for the kids as well as Rita's, Moshe's, and Von C Brewing. It's going to be a great fall day, and we hope you'll come out and join us.
Thank you, Kate.
All right. New business, we need to approve the 10-year winter maintenance service agreement, and that includes a total revenue of $265,634.86 of added revenue into our community here. So, Bill, I would like to make a motion to approve our 10-year winter maintenance with PennDOT that brings in the revenue of $265,634.85 over the next 10 years. Do I have a second?
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Next is make a motion to, approve resolution 2025-12 to authorize the township manager, Aaron Walizer, to sign the PennDOT agreement. And the next one is for,
You should make a move.
well, I was going to tell what it was for, but I could do it first, sure. I make a motion to approve resolution 2025-12 so the township manager, Aaron Walizer, can sign the 10-year winter maintenance agreement with PennDOT. Do I have a second?
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right. And I need to make a motion to approve resolution 2025-13, reconfirming the signers list at Univest Bank with signers to be listed on all accounts at Univest Bank. Do I have a second?
I second
All right. All those in favor?
it. Aye.
And here, Billy, you can speak louder. We can keep passing this mic. We need wireless. We're in the 20th century here.
Yeah, really. Now we have to approve the township manager to craft a letter of approval of the Aqua plan to start project at Ivy Ridge to increase the filtering standards for PFAS and PFOAs at the Aqua well. I'd like to make a motion to approve our township manager to issue the letter of support for the grant application. Do I have a second?
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And then we have a service agreement with Reading Electric for the servicing of the township's backup generators at both sewer plants and the township municipal building. So I'd like to make a motion to approve the township manager to sign the contract with Reading Electric for maintenance of the backup generators. Second?
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Housekeeping here. The approval of the MMO payment for 2026 in the amount of $36,801.00. I'd like to make a motion to approve township manager to pay the minimum municipal obligation in the amount of $36,801.00. Do I have a second?
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Now moving on. Capital projects. This will be you, Mr. Landon.
Where do we go? All right, these are approval of the 22-26 capital projects for Opossum and Woodchuck area, approximately $130,000. The municipal garage addition that we've needed for forever, for $90,000. The municipal electrical upgrade that we've also needed for quite some time for $45,000. So I make a motion to approve the township manager to include the list of capital projects in the draft of the fiscal year 2026 budget. Do I have a second?
Aye, second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, old business.
Okay, it seems our employee handbook was missing a lactation policy. So I'd like to make a motion to approve the township manager to update the employee handbook with language provided by the solicitor for lactation policy. Do I have a second?
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Important policy. All right. Next.
Yeah, that's it. And we're just gonna talk about the Blantyre subdivision update here once we can get there. Some of us, you know, there's a big storm coming. I think. Yeah. All right, so what we got is, we have an update for the Blantyre subdivision. That's the project that's slated for Colonial Road and up on Heimbach Road across from Frederick Living. Thank you. So this started back in 2003. What most people don't know is this isn't just coming in here. This has been talked about for over 20 years. And the first plan that came in was the southern part back there. And the way I understand it, this is actually the north side of the project. Where you're looking at the top is Heimbach. On the bottom side there is your big road development. So this is nothing new. It's been here. In 24, he came back in, he placed another one. All he did was he just shrinks these lots a little bit here is all he does. And then in 06, he comes back in with a row homes here. Row homes, he's got some single family subdivisions, and this time he calls it the Henderson plan. But it progressed through all these years. So there was major changes in the plan in 2014. There's now several developers interested in developing a few different parcels. And this pressure, like I said, has been coming for over 20 years, and we're just getting out of the Perkiomen and Ivy Ridge developments here. And we've had plenty of time to change our zoning, to change our ordinances, to update our 537, and it's just never getting done. So you get what we're getting here. So then we go into 2014. I told you the plans exploded. We went from just having this little development at the bottom to now 393 units for Roseville, 100 for Sal Lapio, 100 for Trim, and this totals out at 593 units on those two parcels there. And they include 50,000 gallons of flow for Frederick Living because they've been told they're going to have to be a part of this. Not ask them, they're going to have to be a part of this. The township clearly had input in this because we asked for 75 EDUs extra for us. So this year, when I'm walking around with Mr. Crawford here in 21 running for office, I'm telling everybody, there's developments coming, municipal sewer, and if we're not careful, a tax explosion. Again, everybody's told I'm FOS. This isn't coming, right? But here we are in the January 14th meeting. We talk about, Mr. Ulrich's here, how they talk about with the CEO of Frederick Living, that he's going to have to decommission his plant and be a part of this big development here. And here's the meeting minutes showing it. April 22, more discussions. Again, you're being told it's not coming, but now we're talking about it. And here's a total of 272 apartment buildings and 19 single-family dwelling units. But you've been told they're not coming. This here is the south side of it, and this was the north side here that I just found some documentation on. All right? So Carafa and I run on this here in 21, telling you guys, progress is coming, and you can't stop it. But we as a community can dictate what this looks like, right? 23, we lose because, again, I'm not telling you the truth. Ms. Fisher and I now run, and it squeaks out of a planning commission meeting that this is coming. Now people start paying attention. We run on managed growth, not unbridled development. That's what Ms. Fisher and I run on. In 24, we got here. Ms. Fisher and I take over, our administration starts, all the resignations come, and we finally get to work, right? What do we end up accomplishing here? we put a whole new planning commission in. We get all new members across this board, and change happens immediately. I send everybody to meetings to get themselves educated in zoning, subdivision, land development, and these are just some of the changes we made. We made some zoning changes here. We changed some of our water quality ordinances and tightened it up so when developers come in, before they can submit a plan, they have to follow these guidelines and do a year's study prior to them just throwing in a plan here in our community. Gives us time to prepare for it and protect our community. That's what this was all about the entire time. So we took out some neighborhood lighting to lower some density here, and we blanket the township in R80. And we take out the R60 and R40 high density, because it's covered by other municipalities that we partner with through the Central Perkiomen Valley Regional Planning Commission. This is what your old zoning map looked like. I don't know why my slide cuts it off, but down bottom you can see where the R60 is down there, and there's some more R40 down there. These changes I made could have been made at any given time, anytime. It didn't take me to do it. Anybody could have done this for us. All they had to do is keep their word to you when you voted for them at the polls. It was that simple. This is what your current zoning map looks like. This here is R80, and there's more to come. We can do more to protect our rural character in this township, and I plan on doing it as long as this board's intact. That's what's going to continue to happen here. I didn't do this work on my own. Mr. Carafa sat down with the Montgomery County Planning Commission and literally identified all the properties that we could affect to go ahead and bring them all into R80 zoning to help keep us rural the way we all expect it to be kept. And currently we're still working with them. Mr. Carafa is working on different zoning that we're going to be implementing here shortly. But where are we now? So Mr. Hendricks, the gentleman with all these development plans, partnered with these other folks, he put in a plan here not too long ago. It was comprised of 282 homes, roughly 14 apartment buildings, and single-family development units combined. He tells us, if you deny my plan, I'm going to sue you. So I'm not really left with much of an option. But I think that I felt, and so did my board, felt that we had enough reasons to deny this plan. So we denied the plan. And then we start talking through this, right? So, I'm sorry. So we start talking through it. We send Mr. Carafa out. He starts negotiating with this developer and talking to him, telling him, Upper Frederick doesn't want apartment buildings. Somebody should have told you this from 2020 or 2002 to now. Someone should have told you this. So he does some negotiating. He comes back to the board. What we've agreed on at this point to structure this is 125 single-family dwelling units. There's no apartment buildings. It doesn't belong here in Upper Frederick, okay? It took months of negotiation, months of Bill sitting here, working with these people. So as many of you know here, we just had a big meeting about Ivy Ridge, how they're struggling. Again, I always talk about, looking into the future, what can we do for the future? Ivy Ridge has been pounded here. They're paying sewer fees that are astronomical because somebody thought